Hello YouTube, it's Cara. Welcome back to my channel. It is my orchid update. I haven't had any orchid update. It's because there's not a lot going on with my orchids, which you know that I don't have a vast variety of orchids, just few. But at the minute why I'm doing this, well, you guess it, I have few that is flowering and they're on buds really. So here we are looking through my window in my kitchen. Those orchids, this was just a phalaenopsis that just went into flower, which like purple, and it stopped. I did not video that. And then those just the one on my birthday that I have, the cymbidium. And in this side was my Leopoldi something, yeah, and not doing anything at the minute. It's sleeping. And another, this one, yeah, it's not doing anything either. Oh no, it's doing something. It's got a new growth. There is, I don't know if it would flower. And this one, the Digbiana, yeah, so it's growing too. So I got two of this. When I have repotted it, it broke into two. So one is in a small pot in a semi-hydroponic, and it's doing okay. If I'll show you that one as well. So it's growing, not too bad looking. And my Logicii are not doing so bad. They are just, you know, drying their leaves, going to sleep. Now this side, I got few of it to mention. Sorry about that noise. It's a chair. I'm stepping up because I can't see, or else we can appreciate the flowers. So this is the green emerald, cattleya queen something. I'll put down a name if it'll help. So cattleya green emerald. Probably because when it first newly opened, there's a bit of a greenish on those these petals. So this has the second that opened. It has been open for a very long time. What I like this orchid is just it takes a long time if it's cold season, and if it's very hot, and it's just short, you know, they easily dry up. Well, this has 5 buds, which is very pretty. Look at those spots. And yes, I really do like the spots. That's why I have bought this orchid really, and that's one of the reason. And it has, this is the largest as it grows. And just look at that part now. It's coming out. And I put them God knows, I was planning to repot them. I took all those clay pebbles out because I was trying to do it, and then I back out. I just get so scared what would happen to the orchids anyway. So yes, that's why I didn't do it. And just look at that, it's outgrown. God knows what I'm going to do. I need some help. So yeah, so those have 5 buds. This is the second one that opened. The first one open was this. It was only giving me 2, and then I realized it's because it has been infested with my worst enemy of all, the thrips. So this is going, and it does eat the sheaths, the thrips, and it will eat the buds as well. So yeah, it's annoying. And at times, one time, it's not anymore, I've seen some of them on those petals. They normally live in those in that way, or underneath. And so what I did is I just go into the sink, and then good God, it's so sticky, my hands. So I just, oh God. So I just wash it, run it with water, and that was it. Because I don't want to spoil this beautiful pink flowers, emerald green. I have managed to get the ID of this orchid from Global Orchid Information. You could search it up to Google. It's www.globalorchids.info. It's very helpful. There's a lot of which country and genera, if you know. But then if you got an orchid, it's in flower, you could just even put down if it's cattleya or phalaenopsis, and then you search, click search, and then flowers just come up. And it's a very, very good website. I like going into there. Yeah, it's just, it can be very tempting with all the flowers and things. So in a way, it might not be good for somebody who is like eager to want some more plants, because yeah, you just have to control yourself when you go there, because it's very, very tempting to search up those orchids that they're in a website, and then you search up on where to buy them and things like that. So anyway, it's just a bit of piece of information. It's nice to go to the visit their website. I think that's it, right? Well, yes, so that is the orchid, and this one has no ID. It was just a miniature orchid, and it was eaten by thrips. And just look at how thrips could damage your plant. So mostly in cattleya, you don't see them in the plant, and it's in the leaves, in things, but you could see them in the sheaths and the new growth, especially the buds. Those are the ones that they like. So down here, most of them is asleep. My Encyclia radiata was in flower, but then this is new growth, and I got new sheath there. So far I have managed not the strips go into it. I'm hoping that my hands is sticky. Can I just wash my hands? Right, where are we? Yes, I have washed my hands. It's when, you know, those sticky subs of the plant. Right, back to that one. So it's flowering. It's not flowering, it's forming a sheath. And the oncidium twinkles. So yes, oncidium twinkles does not really disappoint you. So if you don't have them, I would rather recommend them, strongly recommend them, because whatever the season it is, if there's a new growth, they always produce spikes no matter what you do. So this is why I do like oncidium twinkles. They're so, you know, they give you hope of all those green leaves of orchids. So yes, so they are forming spikes and forming buds, and this is the pink oncidium. The rest are asleep, they're not doing much. And this is another oncidium with no name, Oncidium Alliance. Has a very huge flower. Shall I put the light on? Right, camera action, here we are, smile. There you go. So it's not quite impressive color really, if I would say. What impresses me is how huge the flower is. Just look at that. It is big, and I think that is one of the reasons, perhaps. Is it that I bought this, or was it on sale? Probably it was on sale. Jesus. So this orchid's flower was on a small bulb. The bulb in itself is huge. I have realized it, but my God, what if it grows so much? So yes, it is a double size of that bulb that is producing me these huge flowers. It's nice to look at least I got some flowers to show. So right next to that is just my phalaenopsis, and the rest are not doing anything. And this one is my golden boy. Right, let us show you. This is just My greatest enemy again attacked the sheath. If you look at that, it's dried up. Honestly, they suck it. They're like vampires. And this one, if you see a bit of discoloration there, that is the damage of the thrips. Jesus, is the thrips. My God, hang on, I get my cotton bud. Hang on. Oh my God, it's gone. It went underneath. Right. I think I have to wash it with water. Just run it with water. So if you see that as well, have you seen that discoloration there? That it started with the other one and I did not manage to save it, and it was just gone dead. So dried up, I mean, not dead. I want thrips dead, not the plant. So yes, it is a very depressing moment. You know, when you grow orchids and all you want is flowers. Yes, so that was it. So these cotton buds got a gel. Oh, alcohol. You know, the gel that you can just buy. So yeah, the other one dried up. I did mention that. And then this one is ongoing. I cannot see any flower in it just yet. So the rest out there is asleep, and the rest, there's no ID on those because they were on the sale rack in the shops. You know, when it's £3, you know, you could just grab them, isn't it? So this is another cattleya. She is stunning, 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 pretty orchid. She is a lovely fragrant, and I think it's one of the reasons when I walked in this room, the fragrance of this, it doesn't, I'm just checking out why can't figure out what I'm going to say. I'm checking it's just because the color in itself from reality and on this camera is totally different. In reality is beautiful than that, but the petals are the same color. This is more purple, you know, that velvet cloth that is quite, yes, it is, and then faded on this side like fuchsia and deeper in there, but it doesn't pick up. Right, it says my battery is going to anyhow, so never mind the battery. So that is the orchid. That's why the light has turned off, because of my battery. The rest are sleeping, so they're not doing anything. The Tolkien was my disappointment in my life. Has indeed flower, but not a lot. How big is that plant? God knows. I did feature it on my what's this, Instagram, so it has its moment, but I'm still not contented from what it's given me. So when shall we be contented? Nature of a humankind. Anyhow, so this is another Phalaenopsis. I bought this one. This is my new find. I have bought this in a sale rack, about £5 only, and it's the big lip Phalaenopsis. It's the flower was pink, stripe is pink, and I did not even take a picture of it on my Instagram, so well, never mind. It will soon gonna flower because it has a spike going on in there. So here we go. And my look at that, you know, the beautiful one that is, I just love looking at. It's flowering again, so it just have another new growth and flower. So the name is, maybe it has changed, I cannot I cannot read it. So there you are. So that is the other orchid, and that one is my zygo is producing a new growth and expect a flower as well. Yes, I would. So those are asleep. They were asleep. I'm wondering if that would give me a flower, that the brassica, and another brassica, and this one. Oh, I love this orchid. You know why I love this orchid? It's the scent. Oh God, I can't take the tag out. Epidendrum floribundum. I should have memorized all my orchids, but I can't. My memories. So yeah, so that is how I love the orchid. How? No, the reason why I love the orchid is because of the scent of this flower. It's a small tiny flowers, but then the scent, it will not disappoint you, honestly. If you don't have it, yeah, if you got some budget and you found it, so I think it would be best. I'm drugging people on my orchids. Anyway, so this is another Silogeny which hasn't flower. I don't know why it hasn't. I know why, because I kept watering it. So yeah, so it did not flower the third time, and it produces a bulb, something like that, a new growth, but never mind, it's growing. And this one is indeed, it's got thrips. Oh yeah, I think so. Damage of the thrips. I did saw some thrips of this as well, and I went to wash this one. This has been open for a while, days, I think more than a week, 2 weeks, I can't remember. So they are beautiful. I have no ID, so anybody could ID. It would be brilliant. And this is just newly open. I have put it on the Facebook, on Instagram. How I wish I got my light. Yes, it is indeed pretty. She is pretty. Beautiful big mama. So she is pretty lovely orchid. So yeah, so those, it's flowering. The rest, oh yes, there is this one is the it's cattleya ranger. Maybe changed now, I don't know. It did flower with this. Oh no, which one? That one? So I think so. And it dried up. Look, it's beautiful dried. Look at that. Hang on. Isn't it just pretty? I don't know if anybody will not appreciate the beauty of this dried flower. Perhaps not, but I do. I just, yeah, like it, you know. And yeah, there were 2 of them, so I probably will keep them. Souvenir. And this is another ones with the new flowers. At first it will open green for a day, and then it will return to milky, something like that, and then like nearly white, something like that. And the scent is like fresh, citrusy kind, just like this linearis. So the rest are asleep. They're asleep. And this is what I don't like with this dendrobium, you know, when you want them to flower all the time. No, not at once, not all the time at once, and they just do their thing, you know, see. So yes, they're forming buds, and this one is forming buds as well. Just to warn you, if you have thrips, dendrobium is the magnet. And this another one had a bud somewhere there. This one, oh God, anyway, never mind, let's not talk about that one. I don't know if this is growing somewhere there, forming something, but I hope do so. God, it's so lovely, fragrant, that pink. So this is the other half of the pink, and it's got a flower, only one. You know, it's not giving me enough. I want more, but I'm not bothered with this yellowing. It's just normal. It's the old bulb. So those are the rest of them. Those are just plants. And this sugar baby is oncidium. It's flowering, the yellow one. They call dancing lady, something like that. So yes, it's forming some flowers, buds, some buds. And the twinkle, the yellow twinkle, and he indeed doing so gloriously. Look at them, beauty. And this milk sunset, it's dried up. I don't know if it's forming another bud. I can't see anything. It just given me to it. Normally this plant normally give me a lot, but then when I transfer it to semi-hydro, that is set back. So, and this is the mother of the twinkle, the parent, the mother. So look at them, dainty. Yeah, pretty flowers. Let's get the name out. Sotoanum, is that it? Yes, that's the name. Put back the name tag. My trouble is I sometimes forget to put the name tag back. So it has formed a lot of spikes as it grows. New growth, what did I say? New growth with spikes. Lovely. So there they are, forming a lot. Oh, so fabulously looking. That's the name of that's the word that Sharon Osbourne normally says. Fabulous, darling. Doesn't suit me. Anyway, so yes, it is indeed beautiful, dainty pink with red, yellow chest. Yellow chest? What am I talking about? Oh, for God heaven's sake, it doesn't focus. I'm wasting my time now. So yes, nah. Well, now I know why I call it chest, because it looks like a person, and that's yellow chest. So my encyclia is not Jarrick Canary. It isn't. It's the seller has fooled me. It started to form that one, which is normally will form flowers, but as again, my enemy is, oh, surprise. Oh, I thought one is gone as well. Oh, look at that. I thought it's dried up. Well, there is one. Wow. Maybe just one flower. Never mind, just one flower. Just keep going. You'll be fine. So yes, I thought I've lost it. I tried my best to salvage it. The trips just keep coming. The thing is, maybe that's why I got so many thrips. It's main doors open at white summertime because it's warm here. So thrips just visiting me every now and again when they like to. Right, another oncidium. I'm a bit disappointed with this one. It normally give me very massive like this spike. This one is just small one. Look at that. It normally give me big ones, and I know why, because I've neglected this one. Sometimes I let it dry it out, so it didn't. So please, here we go. Advice, don't neglect your plants. And another there, a spike. Those are got no ID. This has no ID, by the way. I don't know the ID of this orchid. It is really pretty. She is pretty. Unnamed orchid, and it's quite huge flowers too. See how huge is it? Yes, she is pretty. So yeah, and my just ordinary phalaenopsis on a spike. So this one has a new growth. My encyclia sticks, the root sticks, and I broke it. Encyclia Jarek. My God, what atrocious handwriting. Something I will find a name. We'll find a name and I'll rewrite it. So it has a new growth, but I don't know if it's flowering just yet. So this new growth is just closed, the leaves just yet. So it's suspense. Thrilling. Like a film. So yes, this is another new growth. So I do not know if it's producing me a flower spike. It's a tiny new growth. So what I do sometimes, oh, just look at that. Sometimes now if I buy orchids, and then I prefer to have a flower than buying without, especially in eBay, because it's giving you a wrong one. Swap. So yes, so those are the ones down there are sleeping. My God, it's very dry. So they're fast asleep, not doing anything. I'm hoping it's making, I'm looking as well if making spikes. I have transferred my oncidium, the angel. Is it the angel? No, not the angel. The Locin. You know what? Why are you doing this to me? Losendorf, that's it. I have put them in a semi-high, small pot, and it's giving me new growth. So yes, it hasn't flowered yet to me, that one. Yes, it hasn't. I've repotted it because there was this maidenhair fern was growing with it, and yes, I have transferred them, separate them. And this, the angel one, is the blue angel. Oh, I love this orchid, but it just only given me one flower one time. And is there new growth? Let us have a look. It is rooting somewhere, so it's growing. So yeah, not too bad. It's not dead yet, so there you go, be happy. So those are, and this one has been grown to new growth. I am undecided if I throw this orchid or not, and I'm just so throw a plant. And that was thrips damage, and it just didn't last, that the thrips just at it. So this is 2 new growth. I'm hoping there's a flower bud. And lastly, the very my awaited one was that cymbidium. Huge blonde, huge spike. This one was on sale from £30 to 10, so I bought it. There's a lot of them, but there's finishing flowers. There's a lot. I think there's 5. I can't buy them 5. That would be £50. So anyway, I just bought one, and I'm sure enough those rest were gonna be, they're just throwing it out, won't they? And I got no strength to ask, are you throwing them out? But yes, so it has a spike. Good God, hang on, I'm going up. Well, I'm close. Anyway, so yes, it's throwing me that. I hope it will open, you know, instead of just drop dead. Drop dead gorgeous. That's what that's. I hope it would. It's like yellow in the film, isn't it? So the color of this is like yellowish something. So I'm hoping that it will just open up and, you know, early to say that. Say yay, but no, maybe not. I really do hope so. And there's another new one there that I could see. If you see where I'm pointing at that one, I think if I'm not wrong, that's a flower spike too. My neck is aching. So yes, so that is the reason why this film it as well. My phalaenopsis in my dining room are doing some spikes, and yes, mostly some of us sleep, but that is the one that I'm very excited about. So, and my zygoes asleep, and the big mama zygoes asleep as well. So if you could see, there they are. They're going to sleep with us, ready for the spike. I do hope so. For the flowers next, nearly there. And that is my good God, Leopoldia. Oh shoot, hang on. Something Leopoldia. No, not Leopoldia. Staphylum. Yes, so that is that name. It's giving me two new growth. So this is it, ladies and gents. So those are my orchids update. I hope you did enjoy it in a way, what I'm talking about. So I probably did not please anybody. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and respect planet Earth, please. Okay, bye.